Hey, come in for a second. I want to walk you through the BEASTCOM Q5 Pro, because after living with it for weeks, you start to understand why some machines quietly become the backbone of your entire setup. From the moment you power it on, you feel who this is meant for. It's for the person who doesn't chase specs just to show them off. You chase consistency, smoothness, and that feeling of having a system that simply doesn't fight you. You're the kind of person who notices when a machine respects your time, and that's exactly what this one does. Before we go further, check the current price and stock. This model tends to fluctuate. Think back to your old setup. You probably dealt with that frustrating gap between what you wanted to do and what your system could actually handle. Micro stutters that killed your flow, apps taking way too long to open, games dipping at the worst moments. You hit that point where you knew you weren't the problem, your hardware was. And the first time you switch to the Q5 Pro, you feel that quiet shift inside. Suddenly everything responds the way you always wished it would. In everyday use, it shows up everywhere. You jump into your favorite games and they just run, clean, steady, without that anxious feeling that something might choke when the action spikes. You open huge folders instantly, run multiple apps side by side, stream, chat, edit, and it all feels controlled. Even long nights at your setup feel better because nothing drags your energy down. You start moving with more confidence, because your machine finally keeps up instead of slowing you down. If you're hovering on the decision, don't wait until the next random price jump. This one sells out in waves. And sure, you might wonder if this level of power is more than you truly need. But every time you consider something cheaper, you feel that little pull in your gut reminding you what settling cost you last time. The unexpected thing here is how balanced it feels. Strong enough for real gaming, smooth enough for productivity, quiet enough that you forget it's working as hard as it is. Owning it gives you this subtle pride. Not because it's flashy, but because it feels like a smart, elevated choice, one that says you're done buying disposable gear. Fast, steady gameplay that doesn't break your rhythm, effortless multitasking that keeps your momentum alive, instant load times that make everything feel lighter, a setup that finally feels like an upgrade, not a side grade, a machine you can grow into instead of outgrowing if there's a con. It's that once you get used to this pace, anything slower feels ancient. And you might catch yourself pushing your sessions longer because it just feels that smooth. So stop looping through comparisons. At some point, you already know which one fits the way you work and play. If the Q5 Pro keeps coming back into your mind, trust that instinct. Check the link, see today's price, and grab it while it's still available.